Saturday night, everybody. How's it going? Hope you're enjoying this beautiful night. We got Johnny Guns Investigation along with True Crime Lounge with Becky tonight, bringing you guys a wild story about the boy in the box. Yes, I said it. The boy in the box. We brought the story to you guys yesterday as well. So we're doing a little bit of a follow up of some information and some new camera footage and sound of the father abusing this child that he actually had living in an 8x8 box in a garage.
Well, it wasn't just a box. Okay,
Well, it
it was
wasn't
a
a box.
room.
It was
a
a
room.
plywood box. Plywood
No,
room.
it wasn't. No, it had sheetrock.
Yeah, it was a
Like
little 8x8
it
room.
was a little room in
Yeah,
the garage that they had built.
for the kid. They put him
Yeah,
out in the garage,
and
but
there's
and
no video because they're trying to shield this young
oh
person's
yeah, it's just
identity.
the
So
audio.
it's
Sorry
just
about that.
audio.
Yeah,
It's the ring audio of the dad kind of interacting with the teen, and yeah, so we're gonna kind of hear how what the child's experience was living with this father.
yeah, and relapsing. What's been going on is the mom and dad, the father and the mother she's pregnant, having a baby. So that's the excuse of them saying they're moving him out into the garage. And then also some outburst from the 14-year-old child in school,
Well,
causing him.
he's not 14 now, but at that
At
time,
that time, he was 14. Right now, he's
yeah,
not. He's
he was
2 years
having
older now.
outbursts.
So having outbursts and just showing unnatural behavior and in school, coming out and causing problems and going into his sister's classroom and embarrassing her in front of the whole classroom, in front of the teachers, and just causing a
Yeah,
lot of personal chaos,
humiliating her
humiliating
sister.
the family, the teachers, of everybody. I mean, when that happens, just imagine. So the father's punishment, I guess, is put him inside this 8x8 garage built sheetrock room, and we're going to hear some things of of how this father is.
I don't
And
know if that was punishment because that's where the boy lived. Okay,
yeah, I don't
so
think it was
the
punishment. we
solution
we
was
thought it
to
was
put
a
him in that
punishment, but this
room.
dad, I think, is what's causing this child to have all these psychological
Well, let's just
problems.
hear how he's
Yeah, let's
talking to
hear
that
this and then we'll
child.
talk about it.
Yeah, because it
I got to
is
try
pretty,
not to laugh because it
intense.
is kind of funny. But we
No
don't know
laugh.
the kid's name because he's underage.
Yeah.
So we'll share this video. Let's relax, lounge out.
Good job. I won the bet. I didn't think it'd last 3 weeks. Who are you looking for attention from? No one. Well, somebody, because you wouldn't do it. Oh, it's so sad. So you're mad because Bob asked you about your tablet, about your Chrome pad, your Chromebook? Yeah. Well, you've been stealing and lying and running away and calling yourself Richard. You're lucky you have anything. Give me a fucking break. You want to get serious with me? Stand up.
Mm.
Stand up. You want to get serious with me?
Mm.
Oh, you're so mad because Baba thought you were looking. Give me a fucking break. What are you Are you serious? I know it's a fucking lie because it's a joke. It's a laughable joke. Baba's mad at me because you're mad because Baba was looking for something. Do you forget what you've done a short time ago? Do you forget that? No, you don't forget it. You're lucky you have anything. Maybe a ground with no carpet. Maybe no bed would be ideal for you. But you've gotten a ton of stuff. Oh, so you broke everything, huh? Just throw it all away. Did you rip books up too? No. So who does this hurt? Not me. You know the answer is you, but you don't care. You want to show out like, oh man, why didn't you break the bus and break all that garbage? I don't give a shit. I don't care. This stuff is for you. I don't need any of this stuff. I don't need this room. need your shit every single day. You're going to come back and get mad, get happy. Okay, let's be good. Let's have fun. Let's go have ice cream. Let's have a good couple days. And then let's get mad because you're on your device trying to look shit up that you shouldn't be looking up. But you can't quite get through there yet. You're trying to break it. So you get mad. Give me a break. Give me a break. You're going to finally learn. I'm trying to give you a safe environment to get through these lessons. But when you get into the real world, because you're not learning shit here. And I don't need to deal with the shit that you go through. So you're going to buy yourself more time in here. And guess what? If you're going to fuck off in school, you're going to be kicked out quick. What happens then? Do you remember?
Yeah.
What? Yes.
Four
In
by
this
four box.
every day by the book. What's the book mean? Paper book, right? With pencils. You're going to get your
Kind of hard to hear.
education by a paper book like the old red schoolhouse, Little House on the Prairie times, when there was
That's crazy.
one book for all the classes. So you won't expand your knowledge, and you won't talk to any kids. You'll have no social time, zero, because you chose it. And you're going down that pathway again. You got kicked out of basis. You're lucky we left, because you weren't going to be let back. So are you going to do that here too?
No.
You're acting like an asshole here. This is asshole. This is jerk. But you're a big tough guy. You go up by the police. You're going to lie to the police. Tell some guy you're Richard. So I'm going to talk real frank to you.
Oh, that's where that came from.
This language is not used out there in front of the baby and the girls. But you're a tough guy, right? You're going to break shit. Let me break shit. Right? I don't give a shit. Let's break it. Let's break all this shit. I don't need it. Let's rip it off the wall.
And this is the father you're
Let's
looking
talk
at.
tough guy, huh? Let's talk. Let's get real here. I don't need the shit though. I got stuff that I got to do in my life to pay for your food and your housing and your clothes and your sisters and your brother. That I don't need your extra bullshit that you're just asking for attention for. And you got a lot of gifts that you have that other people don't have, and you piss on them. And you're mad because Baba thinks I'm doing something. Hell yes!
Yeah.
Because you do this shit a bunch of times. That's why. And I don't have time to track it all because I expect you to get better. But you don't. You do the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. It's like a 2-year-old. That's why I say, for example, anger. Look at your little brother. He's a 2-year-old. And then he got in trouble, he got angry, and he got over it. Nice lesson to learn. Your sisters have devices. Do you think we look at their devices?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, because Mama just told you that. To make sure they're safe and they're doing the right thing. So you're not fucking special that we're only looking at your stuff. So get off of your own ego thinking, oh, we're looking at your stuff. You've proven yourself to do bad, stupid shit. Really most stupid shit. Ridiculous stuff. I'm Richard. I'm Richard? Is that what you said you were?
Yeah.
I'm Richard. I'm a tutor. All this stuff. It's this. What is that? Is that another personality, or are you just trying to lie all the time?
Something I'm smart.
What?
Something I'm smart.
Just say it's you're just lying. You're just trying to lie and get through. Like, what's the point of all that stuff? What?
I don't know.
You don't know. Give me a break. I don't have time for this shit. Like I told you, I gotta try to go and feed the family. If you're gonna break your own shit, that's fine. You obviously don't care about it. So, I don't know why we even give it back to you, give you a chance. So who gives a shit? Why don't you write this down? Huh? Who gives a shit about this? I mean, it's only something I brought, probably back, right? You're up, but you can just throw it away because you can tear everything else up, right? So there goes that, right? Who gives a shit, right? Who gives a shit? I don't care. Pick up that. Why do you have that in your bed?
What's the pretzel?
What? Why is a pretzel in your bed?
You had some?
From where?
Mm,
Okay, I need a break from
So let's,
all of
I
that.
was going to just tell you to pause it for a second anyway, because so that's the father that we're looking at, everybody, in court. You know, he's in trial right now for this, and he is out on bond here in Jupiter, Florida. Um, listening to that is crazy. I mean, and he is like Becky said. I mean, he's in the 8x8 sheetrocked kind of a room, you know.
Yeah, they had it built. They did.
But
They said they got a contractor to build out that little room in the garage for him. But the
right.
thing about it was, it's like he's isolated a lot from the family, and
Yeah,
then the
he is.
bucket. I'm telling
And
you, that
that's what
bucket's
the
gonna be
bucket
like
is what gets
bone.
me. He's still giving the bucket to go to the bathroom in.
Right.
So that's where he doesn't want this kid in
It,
the
that's
house with the other part of the family. He's
exactly.
isolating him. What does he think he's doing to this
And then
kid?
he's verbally coming at him, like, all of his faults, all of his shortcomings. It's just pummeled over and over again. It's like the kid can't catch a break. He can't, like, there's no encouragement. There's nothing but
Nothing.
just tearing him down.
That's all there is. He just puts him down tremendously. I'm surprised that sheriff behind him didn't just slap him in the back of the head
Oh,
twice a couple of
like,
times, you know,
I
just to
mean,
snap some it snaps some
not
reality
at
into
all,
him
but I think
because
there was a glimmer somewhere in there that I saw him kinda, like, realize maybe something in there was just like, "Wow, this is bad," you
it,
know?
it is,
Like,
but
airing himself.
mhm. And let's see. I wonder how it's going to go. What he's if he's going to get sentenced, or is he going to get put on a probation, or is
Right.
this going to be such a bad
He
abuse
had
to a
he did
child
get
that they're going to
a plea
serve time?
deal. He did get a plea deal. He turned down the plea deal, so
Right.
now
So now
it's like
he's rolling
he can get
dice.
the largest,
The largest.
whatever,
Whatever
like,
the judge wants to give him.
punishment for this. I don't know what the charges are. We haven't looked into
Not, we
that,
haven't
but
got
we
that far.
definitely will, and we'll definitely, I know
Yeah.
it has to be some kind of neglect.
So, but the other kids in the house, I wonder what, I mean, what do they think? I mean, what do they
You know
think?
what? It's kinda like a family dynamic where you have a scapegoat. And this kid seems like he's the scapegoat of the family. So you will have, like, the golden child, and then there's, like, the other kids that are in the mix. They kinda don't
Hmm.
seek the attention and stuff like that. But he does seem like he's the scapegoat of the family. So it would be normal to the other kids that grew up in a family dynamic like that.
It's a shame, you know, because he wondering why he's going down into a mental abuse now. Why can't the father see exactly what the child's doing right now? The kid is striving for attention, so he's doing all these things just to bring attention to him. Why is
Well,
he going out
maybe
and
it is
calling himself
attention, but is
another
there a
name?
disability?
What's that?
Well, he said that the boy was talking to the police and
And
identified himself as Richard. So
right.
that was the thing.
Well, I mean, maybe he wants to pretend he's somebody else. He doesn't want. Maybe he
No, he
was.
didn't wanna identify who he was to the authorities is what
Well,
he's saying, that
as
he's
long as he
lying
said his
to
name was Richard and not Jack. But anyway, so
the whatever. I don't know, but with
I feel
this,
bad for the kid. I mean, he's living in a box. Uh, I mean, a room 8x8. It's bigger. It's smaller than a prison cell that his dad was spent some time in, which he may be spending a lot more time in. His dad just better be praying right now he doesn't get sent to prison because I'm gonna tell you,
yeah, he can do some time because
he,
he passed up on that plea deal.
yeah, but they don't like that kind of thing in jail. He's abusing his
Right.
kid. And that's what the well-known thing is. Everybody is against this guy, actually, just to let everybody know. I mean, it's hard not to
Well,
laugh. I
I
mean,
don't know if everybody's against him,
I
who's
mean,
on
not
whose
everybody. A lot
side.
of
I
people
mean,
are.
it's basically looking at what's happening with the child inside of these people's home. It's like they're trying to intervene.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, we talked
Hmm.
about that one case the other day, and
Where
people try to
nobody intervened.
intervene for that little 5-year-old girl, and nobody did, and she ended up unalive.
Right.
So people are seeing that there's a problem here and that they have
And
intervened
now
and
they have a problem
young boy's
intervene
life.
because that's what I was going to say. What I was saying before is the other family members, when they go to school or hanging out with their friends and playing and around other parents, they don't ever mention, hey, my brother lives in the garage with a
Because
bucket.
they built him a room. So it might be normal to the other siblings that, okay, well, he's got his own room, but it's in the garage. Because now the
I
room
mean,
also did have an AC unit in it.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people turn their garages into a bedroom, but they also have either a bathroom or you're allowed to go inside the house to go to the
That's
bathroom,
true.
brush your teeth, have some running water, and
Right.
a
And you're
little bit
still a
of,
part of the family. You still
and
have
you're
access
still
to the house.
eating dinner with the family. And
Right.
I wonder how they did that. I wonder, again, what they did with this kid. But again, they're creating this monster of a child right now. I'm telling you,
It's dynamic, yeah.
this is how things happen down the road, and we
Behind
wonder
closed
why our
doors.
kids turn into killers and serial killers or such an abnormal child. But maybe this might make the kid stronger. But let's see what else this guy has. You can see he's looking down. He's starting to feel it because once you hear it, it makes you start
You can't
thinking.
deny it. Like, it's bad.
No
Like,
denial.
seriously, like, when you hear yourself back, if you're going into some kind of rages like that, you'll realize, "Oh my god, that."
And he's on his own camera.
Yeah, I think this was the one that was inside the boys' bedroom because they had, like, a Ring, like, camera. Like,
Well,
not
it's
the Ring doorbell, but, like, a Ring camera,
they
security
don't.
camera.
Yeah, they don't say it's the boy in the bedroom. They call him the boy in the box.
I
So
know.
it must be a small
It's an
square.
8 by 8.
I mean, that's small, man. That's small.
They had, like, a twin size bed in there, a desk, um some posters on the wall,
Well, that
and
got
that's
ripped
what he
up.
was upset about because he was like, "I won the bet," right? Because he was
Right.
like, "I knew you were gonna tear the room apart." But
Hmm.
that's the thing, I mean, I feel like they almost kinda set him up
You're
to
poking the bear.
do
It's like
that.
the whole time the dad's doing all that, yelling at him like that and tearing up everything and he's just poking that kid, just poking,
Yeah,
I mean, just really just
he's
setting the
antagonizing.
fire. Yeah. Surprised the kid didn't get up and jack his
Well,
dad.
we don't know how big the kid is, we don't know what's
No,
going
I
on, we
know.
don't
I
know
mean,
if there's any, disabilities, so
yeah, it's a shame.
there's a
But
lot.
again, this is the story in Jupiter, Florida. The son here we don't know his name because he is underage. He does have some issues. He does have some outburst with the other kids and in school. Teachers do have an issue with him as well.
Right, it's been reported in the past. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and play some of the rest of the clip.
Let's go ahead and hear this guy.
Alright.
Why is it still in your bed?
Because I had to do
Eat it. Where's the rest of them?
right on.
Eat that one too. Eat it.
Right on.
Right now? You want rats in here too?
No.
Then eat the fucking food. You're gonna kind of stake it in here and you don't eat dinner and give mom an attitude. You might rattle her a little bit because she's, cares and she tries to give you the love, but you don't fucking fool me. You think you're a badass and you're smart, you've done this shit? I've done all the shit you're doing before you were born. You can't mess and fool me. Alright? But I did learn. And I changed.
Something.
If you don't learn and change, not so smart. You say you're smart, but you don't change. You just break your own shit. You rip your own stuff down. Who does it hurt? Not me. You know that. You know the answer to this. So why would you that to hurt yourself? That's just stupid. Why do you say you're so smart but you do stupid shit? Why? And you say, I don't know. Smart people don't say, I don't know. Let's go. Eat it. Give me that water. Let's go. Go to the bathroom.
Told him to go to the bathroom. This is one time for the night. You better hurry up.
Is it in the bucket though?
Oh, I don't know. I hope we let him go in the house, you know. I heard him say, hurry up and go to the bathroom. And the rats, what do they have, rats? Why
No,
do we mention
he said
rats?
to eat the food. So evidently he was eating dinner or whatever, and he's like, "You want rats too?"
Right.
So
Well,
the food must have been in the boy's bedroom.
To the next step. So if you don't give a shit and you want to run away, see how that takes you. I'm not chasing you this time. See how it goes. If you want, should I put this ankle thing back on you? Because I kind of need to know where you're at, just so you don't, hurt yourself.
what's this ankle
You
thing?
have no fucking idea what's
A
out
tracker?
there. You think you do. All 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, these kids you're around, you might think you know what's going on in the world, but you don't quite know. Give it a try. Go ahead. But I got to put the ankle bracelet on you. Because I'm responsible. And when I say I'm not giving up, I'm not quitting, you got me forever. So deal with that. But if you want to go throw your shit away, if you want to ruin your life, if you want to destroy this shit, I'm not going through this again and again and again. I don't have time for this shit. I got to deal with Nola.
Gets muffled sometimes.
Well, they
The names must
they
be
mute it.
yeah.
Let
Him
me
and the
see.
wife is still together, right?
Yeah. All right, it's at the
That's
end
the number.
anyway, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
stop it. Yeah, they're still together.
They're still together, family going on, and so this is
I mean, but that must have been a heck of a morning when he had to go to court over this. Could you imagine
I feel
being
sorry for that kid in the bubble.
like
I mean, in the
being
box.
in a
Boy,
marriage
in the bubble.
and your husband has to go first or your wife has to go first to
Oh,
court over your family life that morning? I mean, I don't even know what kind of intensity.
wouldn't even want to be. I would rather be in the box. But
That's what got everyone in trouble.
what the question is here is he going to serve time? You know what I mean? Is he going to serve time for this?
Right.
I think he should. I mean, that's abuse, child. That's definitely
I mean,
abuse.
definitely how he was talking to him was abusive. Okay, now I did think there was
No,
a
I'm talking about more
redeemable
What's
I think
that?
there was a redeemable thing that he did say in there,
Yeah.
okay, and this is just my opinion, no one can agree with me or be upset with me, but when after he said everything that he was saying to him, and he let him know that, "Hey, listen though, I'm gonna put this ankle thing on you to keep track of you, because
It's a
I do
good
need
thing.
to know where you are, and you have me forever."
It's a good
Like,
thing.
even regardless of everything, I'm still your dad,
Hmm.
is
And I
what
still
I
need to
heard at
know where
the
you
end.
are, and he
And I
doesn't want any
still
more
am
issues.
responsible for you, and I'm still trying to take care of you.
Yeah.
So that little tidbit was the redeemable part, but the whole other stuff, he needs to learn how to talk to somebody.
Yeah. Well, that could be a redeemable part, or if the father only thinking about himself, knowing now if this kid runs out, goes loose again, and
He's
I'm I'm
responsible.
on bond, I'm responsible for this kid. I'm in
Yeah.
trouble again.
But
So
no, because I said that little redeemable part was where he said, "You have me for life."
no, he does, and he's
'Cause my fear there when he was talking to
military
him was
style
that as
discipline.
soon as he turns 18, he's going to boot him and forget about him.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, the kid's gonna be gone anyway. Kid ain't gonna hang around there. You know.
I know, it's a lot, but what like I said, what if the kid has a disability? What if he does need to rely upon these people? Like, what's gonna happen into this family? Like, this is it's a family.
What's the why? Number one, my mother would never make my dad put me in an 8x8 room. What's the mom doing here? She abused by this guy
She'll
too, where
be
she
up
has to
on trial
follow,
next.
huh?
She's up on trial next.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear her too. See what's going on with her. She's always at the courthouse with her suitcase, like she's going to run. You know, she must be a risk. She has a suitcase packed every time we see her in court, right in front of her. But I do think that he's going to get
hard.
sentenced. I think that something's going to. I mean, I don't see him
I don't
getting probation, right? Or maybe
Maybe, right? Maybe
he's
there
with the
might be
family
a
now.
probation.
He's with the son now. They have him.
I
in the
don't know.
court-
I don't know where their son is because, I mean,
Right.
come on now. They're going through a trial based upon the treatment of this child. So why would the authorities keep him in that home?
Yeah, and send him back to the 8x8 room, right? Right.
So exactly, there's an issue here, and they are trying to resolve it.
Yeah, so now the trial's going on, and we're going to see what happens with the father, and then the mom is going to be up on her trial, and on the same charges,
Yeah,
So it's the same
pretty much.
charges, but just different.
Different times. They just split they split them. So they would have been tried together, but I
Yeah.
guess the lawyer thought it was in his best interest to
Mhm.
separate them. I mean, it's just hard because, like I said, this is a family. This, so this
It
does
is hard.
matter what that
His other
happens.
sisters, brother.
Broken and
It's never going to be the same now because now the tension in that house is out.
Like,
Imagine that. 'Cause
we went through a criminal court trial. Like,
Both-
that's huge.
both parents. So the
Yeah,
two
that's
household.
huge.
Yeah, very. The people in charge of the whole household, these kids have to be so scared knowing, God, both my parents are up for maybe criminal
yeah.
charges, and I could be going to a foster care or
Or
to the
whatever.
closest family member or whoever, right?
Exactly.
So, and then the other kid in the garage is probably praying to God he gets, or wherever he is. I can't see them living in the house. I definitely
don't
can't
think so.
see
I
the
don't think
court
there's
saying, all right, Dad, go home. You're on bond. You got the kid back.
No,
You
I
know,
don't think that situation is like
nah,
that.
he's gotta
What
be
I
with
meant
foster
in the
care.
morning going to court is these are two married people still. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
are still together.
I know. I'm surprised because usually something like this.
No,
would just,
I mean, come on, they have to support one another through this.
Let's see where it goes at the end of the trials. If they both don't go to jail, or if
Yeah.
one does and one
What
don't. And if they do go to jail, and if they do sentence both of them, they may sentence one to serve the time first before the
Yeah.
other. You know what I mean? Because sometimes
Mhm.
they do that instead of having both parents go to jail at the same
At the
time,
same
and then the
time,
kids
yeah.
ruin their lives. They'll let probably the dad serve first, since he's
Or
the
the mom,
abuser.
if she has a lesser sentence, then she might go first. Because I remember in that Real Housewives of New Jersey, I used to love watching that. Anyway, but
I don't think I ever watched
Teresa
that.
and her husband, they had came up on some
Oh, I
charges.
remember that. Yeah.
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 And Teresa served first.
First, because she had the lightest sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And it was a long sentence though.
What, 18 months or something like that?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and yeah, that's right, because her husband had a longer sentence. But
Yeah,
that's
well,
probably
he
what's
got
going to happen
deported.
here.
Remember, he got deported
Yeah,
back to Italy.
right. I don't know if they're going to get put in jail. I really don't, because
I don't know what's gonna
there's
happen
no
with this case.
there's no physical, like, hitting the kid, sexual hitting, you know what I mean? It's just,
Hopefully
I
none
know
of that.
mental abuse is just
I
as
hope none
bad.
of that gets brought up, but
So-
we're still going through the trial, so we don't know what evidence is going to be brought out.
I want to hear what the court is saying about the kid being in that garage living like that.
What do you mean, what about the court?
What they're going to say, because you say it's a room, oh, it's a room. We built a room with sheetrock, but
They had a contractor come out and build the room.
what was the contractor thinking, man? Are you guys some kind
I'm
of
sure,
weirdos, man?
it's like in Florida, people do kind of things where they have like a fallout kind
Oh
of
yeah,
thing,
they do, but
so
usually with a bathroom and a sink in it.
yeah, you're right. I mean, you keep going back to that, but
This is
that's
like
the
a
biggest
dungeon, like
thing.
you're building a room. You're going to capture people and put them in there, and then there's your little, like, saw. You wake up and you're in.
I
But
mean,
the
it's
ankle
like I
bracelet
said,
thing, the ankle bracelet GPS tracker is a good idea. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think that's a good idea for the kid, because if he does run out, he knows where he is and they can track him down, because it just makes everything worse. But everybody out there, I hope you enjoyed that. That's some footage that we brought back to you from yesterday, what we went over with you guys on this boy in the box and how he's been living and how the dad's
Yeah.
been
You
treating
need to
him.
see the picture of the room so you have a better idea of what it is.
Yeah, we got
Yeah. I'll make sure to get you an image so you can see it. The the biggest thing is the bucket.
Is it a Home Depot bucket?
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Ah,
But you don't see the bucket in the picture, so don't look for it.
yeah, that's funny. It's not funny,
It's
but I mean,
horrible.
it is horrible. I mean, you know, yesterday we're telling you the story about the little girl that's living, 5 years in a tent,
In the woods,
in the woods.
homeless.
What's going on with this? What's going on with people?
I don't know. It's a
Kids.
sad story.
Yeah.
But we will be back. So thanks
Oh
you
yeah.
guys for watching and joining us, and come join us next time.
Yep. Johnny Gunn's
See you later.
Investigation, True Crime Lounge with Becky, Saturday night, October 7th. Everybody have a beautiful night. And don't forget, everybody, be safe out there.
Signing off.
See you next time.